Welcome back to the Gatekeepers TV, your number one sporting channel. And of course, I'm Dennis Keton.
Edum Safi.
We are here once again. It was a double game week 20.
20 game week 23.
Game week 23, double game week, of course. And the match tonight is Arsenal versus Manchester City. Clearly, it's on top of the table challenge. So the question is, who will be on top of the table by end of tonight?
What does it mean? It means if City wins, they go on top of the table.
Because of goal difference.
If Arsenal wins, they extend the lead by a margin. If they draw, they will favor number 3.
Number 3 will have an advantage. And who is number 3?
Manchester United.
Good. So clearly all stakes are out. All gloves are out in this game. Arteta wants to win. Pep wants to win. It's been a long journey. Arsenal have been on top of the table for the longest time, if I can recall. Now, Man City on the other side, they have been tracking them back, and it seems like this is the time. The time has come for them to overtake them. The question is, will the master outclass his student, or will the student actually showcase the experience that he's garnered from the master and actually beat the master in his own game? That's the tussle which we are in. Arteta vis-a-vis Pep Guardiola. Remember, we are coming into this game after match 20, in the same match week 23 when Arsenal faced Brentford. A controversial goal which Brentford scored, and Tony scored it. Of course, we all seen Lee Mason has actually rendered an apology. He was a VR coach, or VR referee. And due to the mistake which he made, he's actually been ruled out. He won't be participating in Game Week 24 Premier League matches, so that's some sort of punishment. But it was so unfortunate. Arteta has clearly said that he's accepting the apology, but he's not satisfied because they should give him the 2 points, the 2 extra points, so that he gets his 3 points. But because it's football, that's the nature of football, he will just accept the apology and move on. But a call from us, these referees needs to be more active, more vigilant, because it's actually costing games. In that game, sincerely speaking, Arsenal were costed their 3 points. In the other game against Brighton, they were costed their 3 points. Of course,
Arsenal still?
No, Brighton. The Brighton game over the weekend, yeah. Their game, it ended in a draw 1-1, remember? And it costed them, basically. They were to win that match. But anyway, a call from us is let's have a fair game. Let's have clear VAR decisions to avoid these controversies in football. So, straight to it, Pogba. Is Arsenal going to meet Manchester City? Talk to me. What are your expectations?
Well, a team which feels like they were denied two more points versus a team which feels like they want to bounce back stronger. We are talking about a team which won and a team which drew. Arsenal, this is their second draw. Second draw consecutively after losing to Everton. So this one, Arsenal feel like, I hope the pressure is now mounting on the Arsenal's back. The pressure, they're looking back, they're seeing the gap is already closed, so they're like, we have to extend this lead. On the other side, Man City are motivated because it's as simple. You win, you go top of the table. It doesn't matter. Arsenal have a game in hand. Games in hand, like we always confirm here, they don't matter unless you win them. Some times back, we talked of Arsenal having a game in hand. The game in hand was against Everton. You saw the results. They were beaten 1-0 by Everton. So there's nothing like game in hand. So Arsenal wins, they extend. Man City wins, they go on top of the table. This will be for the first time Arsenal, they'll be toppled. Now, they'll still want to fight back for their place, which I feel like it will be very minimal.
True that, Pogba. So on to some stats, guys. It's very evident. It's been, if you ask Arsenal the last time they won against Manchester City, I can clearly tell you they can't remember. 13 straight games which Man City have played against Arsenal. Arsenal have never won. None. None. In fact, They have gone ahead to lose 10 straight. They have recorded 10 straight losses in all the 10 competitions which they have faced Man City. The latest coming in the FA, it was in the Carabao when they met and Man City won 1-0. It was in the FA, right? When they met Man City and Man City won 1-0. Though it was a very great game, the game was well played, but of course Man City managed to emerge the winner. Was it Mahrez again?
No, it was Ake.
Ake.
Well, in that game, I feel like Man City were not at their best because remember they were leaking.
Sure.
Their defense was of Ake and Akanji. Actually, it was a header by this Rastaman Ake.
Nathaniel Ake, yeah.
So I feel like Man City were not at their best. On the other side, Arsenal, I can't judge, but one thing I know is City were not at their best, especially their defense at that time they played Arsenal.
Good. So let's now remain there on their defense. So we saw the defense which Pep Guardiola started against Aston Villa when they won. He started, of course, for once we saw Laporte and Diaz starting in that game, which means some people were sacrificed. They started from the bench. Of course, Ake and Akanji started from the bench. So what are you looking at in this game? Do you think he should start with the same combo, or he should Ake and Akanji should actually make their comeback?
Well, those I have a feeling like that is the real squad. Laporte and Diaz, those are the first team squad, and of course it's a good combination as opposed to that of Akanji and Ake. Although on the flanks he started this English guy, this Walker. And I don't know the other side who started that game, but it was a good choice of defense. It was a good choice of. I feel like he should go with the same defense, same defense. We're speaking at right now. They should. I think Pep realized his defense has had an issue, and he has begun working on it.
Okay, but even if you're saying that, for me, I believe Akanji is always a very strong and very straight guy. Yeah? But on to some news about their injuries on the defense. Mr. Johnston still remains sidelined. He won't be featuring in this match because of the injury which he sustained. By now, we all know after yesterday's Champions League, we also Cancelo playing for Bayern Munich wearing a number 22 jersey. So, and clearly he managed to keep a clean sheet. So the question will be, will he see his friends today keeping a clean sheet against Arsenal? That's a bigger question to ask. Do you think a clean sheet is looming? No. Okay, good. So let's go to the midfield, whereby the past 2 or 3 games we are seeing Martinelli not being the Martinelli we've been used to previously. He's being replaced in the second half by Trossard, and Trossard managed to get his first Premier League goal 4 minutes after being substituted in their last match. Of course, he's the one who scored the first goal, which was equalized by Tony. So if I'm to ask you, Pogba, what are your thoughts? Do you think Trossard it's now time, the time is ripe for Trossard to start, or should we continue with Martinelli?
Well, if we speak the truth, Martinelli, Saka, Odegaard, that combination is a combination. It's a little combination on its own. Whether they are out of form or in form, they know each other very well. Starting Trossard, yeah, it's a good choice, but it may, I'm just saying it may bring about confusion, because these are players who have not played together for a period of time. Huh? Martinelli may be out of form, but he knows the ball plays and where to get Saka, Odegaard, blah, 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 things of the sort. Trossard, yes, it will be a good one, but it will bring about a bit of a confusion, so there will be a bit not good.
Guys, that's Pogba's take. For me, if you ask me, I feel like sometimes you have to respect form, and it's very key. For me, if you ask me, I'll go with, I'll actually recommend for Arteta to for once start Trossard, because we've seen Trossard in all the games that he's been brought in. There's no problem of gelling. The guy has blended with the team very well. The chemistry can be seen, it's evident, and that is because Trossard is an experienced player who is professional and knows what to do whenever he can do that, and we've seen it through the 3 games which he started. So for me, I'll actually favor him, not because I love Martinelli. You know I love Martinelli so much, but right now, let's respect the fact that he's currently not on form. It's just the same way Pep did to Akanji and Ake by replacing them with Laporte and Diaz.
Yeah, but you have to know some players are good coming off the bench.
Me and you know Trossard very well.
Yes,
are you used to him coming from the bench? From the experience you have?
No, this is another team. This is not Brighton. But anyway.
it's like saying Haaland, he was very good in the first team while he was in Dortmund. So when he came to Man City, he was to come from the bench. If you are good, you are good. No cap about it. So that's what I feel currently.
Yeah, it needed chemistry.
Yeah, chemistry. For me, I feel like the chemistry is good. Anyway, that's my opinion. But now, Arteta, you can do your thing.
The choice is yours.
The choice is yours. When we come in the center, at the center we have a combination. In Man City, of course, definitely I'm looking at De Bruyne and Rodri starting there. Of course, I believe he might start them with a combination of either Bernardo Silva or Gundogan. Bernardo, yeah? You go with Bernardo. Yeah? So vis-a-vis, of course, the center backs of Granit Xhaka and Thomas Partey. And of course, Odegaard is their number 10. So how are you seeing that combo? Is it an equal match, or which team are you giving a...
The midfield of Granit, Partey and Odegaard right now... Some few Arsenal fans were saying a bit Odegaard is not Odegaard, but he will just be Odegaard. Odegaard is just Odegaard. But irregardless, right now there's a slight drop. But right now, Rodri, De Bruyne and Bernardo, that's a kudos for me.
It's kudos for you, huh? Okay. So, so basically that means we are in for a very good match. Then, of course, the battle of the front of the forwards. Now we will be pitted against the strikers, Nketiah vis-a-vis Haaland. Of course, I know it's hard to compare, but now for Haaland to succeed, it will mostly depend on how the team supplies him with the ball. Huh? But that one goes also to Nketiah. Nketiah is blessed to have 3 great front people, that is Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli or Trossard, who will actually be trying so much to supply him with the ball. But on the flip side, Arsenal on to some good news. Jesus is back in training, though of course that's not to tell you that he's ready to start, not yet, but that is some good news, because that means maybe in the next 1 month he should be ready and he should be back in the squad. So Pogba, let's go and let's move to the most important place right now. When the 2 coaches are meeting tonight, who are you favoring to have an upper hand of outclassing the other?
Pep, anytime, anywhere, anyhow. However what Arteta can plan, Pep is a master planner. Yeah, whichever you can do, Pep is just a master. We can't take it away from him. Arteta is also good, but Pep is just Pep.
So on Thursday morning, who are you waking up to as being top of the table?
It sounds crazy. It may sound crazy, but if I tell you that, I'll be already telling you my prediction.
Go straight to it. Give us your prediction.
Well, the forward of Mahrez right now, who is on form, Mahrez, Haaland and Grealish, they're unstoppable. Let's just speak facts. On the other side, Nketiah, Bukayo, and Trossard or Martinelli. A bit shaky or slight below the one I just said. But I just feel like with this match, just Haaland will leapfrog from 25 goals overall to 27 goals. What do I mean? I mean a brace for Haaland. And I think not Bukayo.
Nketiah or Saka?
Martinelli. Okay, I don't know. You see, okay, because of the competition, Martinelli might turn up to this game.
Okay.
I feel like Martinelli might be either on the assist or the score sheet, so there's no clean sheet. 2-1 in favor of Man City. Although it might end in a draw, but 2-1 in favor of Man City.
Guys, the beauty about football is people always have their fair advantage or their fair chance to come and seek revenge. Remember the most recent game this year, Man City won against Arsenal 1-0. But overall, when you looked at that match, you could confidently say that Arsenal were on the verge of winning it, though they didn't capitalize on their chances. So right now they're coming with the same belief that if they did well against them in that FA game, then they can actually do the same and just improve in some departments and make sure that they grab their win. Coming into this game, Arteta knows how the mind of Pep usually works. Then again, the master knows the mind of how his student works. So it's a game which has been postponed for a minute. It has been postponed. We've been waiting for it, but finally, the first leg of this match is happening tonight. So if you ask me, I feel like this is a battle of two brilliant teams, two teams who've actually played so well in this season, and they have actually shown the interest of clinching this cup. Arsenal, to be precise, in 2023, their form has been dipping. Now the question is, can they use Arsenal as a catapult to actually start rising up? That's also another question which we need to answer. On the other side, Man City, they have been trying to leapfrog teams. They're now come to that point whereby the fate is in their own hands. So they will no longer depend on any other team to actually remove Arsenal from the top of the table. They have a chance to do it themselves. The question is, can Pep and his team do it for themselves? For me, if you ask me, this is what I feel. Genuinely feel. I feel like Arsenal have been playing well. Arsenal are confident. Though their form has dipped, but I feel that they are bringing something on the table, and I feel that tonight Pep is not going to have it easy. Arteta is going to engineer something which is going to yield fruit tonight. I feel like tonight, Haaland, by the way, Haaland sustained a knock. Hence, there are fears that he might lose. It was a bad knock by the way because he left in the first half. He might play. Chances are he might play or not. But we will confirm that to you in the course of the day, depending with how the medics will have cleared him. But whether he plays or not, I feel like Haaland will not score in this game again. And that means Mahrez or maybe somebody like Julian Alvarez will have an opportunity to actually do the same. For me, I'm going with a 2-1. I'm just flipping your prediction. I'm going with a 2-1 win for Arsenal. I feel like Arsenal, they can actually pull something in this. I know it's been 13 games without them winning against Man City. This is where history is usually written. Arteta is coming to break that record for Arsenal. So Arsenal to win by 2-1. That's my prediction.
Just to say it again, the worst Man City can get from this game is a draw. The worst. But the team from Manchester will carry. Of course, they will carry the day.
So guys, let us know from the comment section, who do you trust? Do you trust Pogba, who told you that if he tells you your wife is pregnant, prepare for some diapers?
The same me. I told you Bayern will win by 1-0. I'm telling you Man City will win.
So guys, believe me, I'm here to tell you that I got you. So guys, thank you so much for keeping it the Gatekeepers TV. As always, keep it here and remember to subscribe, share our content. We love you and tuzidi kuwa pamoja. Si ndio?